Well, we're back again. It's your boy Coach Low, and you are listening to Low. And remember when I said it once, I'm going to say it again. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Because you never know what you might miss when you listen to Low. Brought to you by Sweet Fry Production. Today sponsored by Shock Doctor. Because somebody's going to get shocked today. When I get through laying down this message, when I get through putting it down to the funky sound backed up by James Brown. This is for you, parents. Coming at you live right now, your boy Low has got to put it in your life. Because I am kind of a little upset, a little tired. Don't understand the mindset of the parents nowadays. Things have changed. We have to be able to listen and able to recognize the mindset of greatness for our youth, for our kids, even for yourself. You put yourself in the right situation, you'll put your kids in the right situation. I remember last time I talked about your expectation of your athlete might not be the same expectation that he wants. But I got to get into it because things have changed, times have changed, and the expectation is out of this world. I don't know, we just waiting on someone to just give it to us, or we are privileged, or we just lazy, or we just don't care what's going on with our youth, with our kids. I'm going to use our because I have a different perspective for mine. But I'm starting to see there's a different mindset for others when it comes to these sports. I'm going to particularly just dive straight in and lock in to football athletes, football players, parents of football athletes, parents of football players. I got to lock in today. I hope you've been watching what happened. Here it is right now, 2025. The National Letter of Intent was signed. NLI. Don't get that confused with NIL. Totally two different things. NIL brings money. NLI brings opportunity to make money. Interesting, huh? So you didn't even know the difference right there. Y'all didn't see the difference right there hit you with right there. Let's get right into it on the Listening Low show because I'm telling you right now, this is going to hit you hard. This is going to hit you hard. I'm going to go down the line and I'm going to break it down. 2006, Power 5, all the way through Central Florida. Power 5. What is Power 5? The top SEC, Big 12, well, Big 10, Pac 12, Pac 10. I mean, it's all different now. Things are changing. It went from Power 5 to Power 4. Football. So because now there's less conference and less opportunities now. Less opportunity. For those that do not know, they cut out the walk-ons. They cut walk-ons out. You're not walking on nowhere. But what they did do, allow you to go to junior college and get 2 years. You play in a junior college. When you're done with the 2 years, you go to the next college, next level, which may be a D2, D3, NAI, or whatever, and get 4 years. So the career just started over. So now it's possible for you to have 6 years in college. 6 years. The question is, what level? Everyone think because the NCSA is giving all these little gifts and little nuggets of giving to you, this will give you that everything is so peaches and cream. Well, it ain't peaches and cream. Don't get it twisted. What's peaches and cream is D1, Power 4, FBS, FCS. That's peaches and cream. Because why? You get a full scholarship. Anything under that, not no cream. Might be some peaches, but ain't no cream. You got to get the cream. So the question is, what are you doing as a parent, and what is your son doing to get the peaches and the cream? Marinate on that for a moment before I get into it even deeper today. I'm feeling one. I'm about ready to put in your life right now. Think about this here. I must take you through a series. Wake up in the morning, kick out the covers, jump out of the bed, wash your face, brush your teeth, grab your polo shirt, grab your pen with a belt on your waist, Grab tennis shoes, not Crocs, not slides. Put your backpack on. Laptop in the back. Pencil, paper, still just in case. Backup plan. Computer go down, start writing. I get up, I go to school early that morning, I change clothes. What I do while I'm changing clothes at school, come in the weight room, get an extra lift in. Change clothes, put my clothes back on. I go to every class on time, sit in the front of the class. I raise my hand at least 5 times per class. Ask questions. Make sure you understand it. I got it. I received that. Now apply that. I go to the next class. I get done with class. I go to training, football training with the team. First one in, last one to leave. Everyone left. Whenever I was gone, I ran 8 more times back and forth across the field. Maybe by myself, maybe somebody would join me. Training can be contagious, but it's not contagious if you don't do it. I get done. I go to my next training to work on my training that the football coach can't offer me because they don't knock speed and agility trainers. They're not knocking in and locking in on your specific quarterback, wide receiver, defensive line position training. They're not locked in on that. High school coaches is locked in on conditioning. That's a different than conditioning and training. It's just what it is. Once you get done with your workout, you then go home, get your training going on, you did all your speed, you did your agility, position training, go home, eat, homework, rest, watch TV, get on the phone, do your thing, and lay down and pray before you go to bed. And guess what you do the next day? The same thing all over again. The only thing that should replace speed and agility training is track. And you can't afford to pay for training, get faster, quicker, agility, explosive, lock in on your technique. Track. Track and field is what replaces speed and agility training. Track and field. If and buts about it. So I just gave you a 4 recipe. I just gave you the recipe of greatness. I just put in your life. So if your son is not getting up and going through that progression, then he's not trying to go to a Power 5. What he's trying to do to get you to get a second job or a third job to help pay for his college when he goes to D2, D3, NAIA, and JUCO. That's what he's trying to do. If you sit there and allow him not to go through that progression, what I just gave you, the blueprint for my house, my kids, the blueprint for all my boys behind me, all these jerseys, that was their blueprint. They got up in the morning, got dressed, went to school, worked out. Went to class, got done with class, worked out with the team. Some went to track, some came to speed agility training, position training. They got done, they went home, did their homework, they ate, then they relaxed, did what they're going to do. Went to sleep, they got up, they did it again. We call that 3-a-days. You see that number 58 Milano? 3-a-days. Clinton Dix, 3-a-day. Lowe Jr., 3-a-day. Ember People, 3-a-days. That was the difference. 3-a-day. But out of 3-a-days, homework was done. Graduated high school. Every last one, graduated college. Because what they say, NFL, not for long. Not for long. That still have not changed. Now we got to change it now. Now we got to change it. Now we got to change to the NCAA. That's been the change now. College football, it's been a change. So when you better get there's going to be some new abbreviation for NCAA. I'm going to let y'all think about that. So I'm just telling you now, let's lock in. Let's have a system. Put it on paper. Put it on the refrigerator. Put it on the mirror. Text it to them. Send that motivational quote. Send them that breakdown. Let them see it. Put on their alerts. Put on their alert. Set in a page. Send it to their Google. This is what's going on at this time. This is what should happen at this time. This is what should happen at this time. Put them on time management. Put them on a schedule. We did it, and it worked. I'm not saying try to control them in every move they make. I'm saying remind them so they don't make a mistake. The times have changed. And then Power 5, Power 4. Ask your kid right now, what do you want to do when he grow up? First thing I'll say is play NFL. Then don't you ask him, what are you doing to get there? Ask him his schedule for a full day and see if he did 3 a day. Before you even give him the breakdown, before you even go through the procedure, ask him, what is a day of you as a football player? What a day look like? Ask that question. What does a day look like for you as a football player? If he ain't telling you that he doing homework or study and train 3 times, time for a second or third job. Because, and I keep saying that, I'm going to come to you in a minute. I go back, I'm going to give you a story, and I'm going to give you the name guy. We just had the conversation. And Brandon Brown Dukes, to me, was one of the top running backs in his year. He went to Winter Park High School. He trained, worked hard ever since he was 19 years old. Had a mother that supported. Brought him to me. We trained. We worked. We did everything together. Me and Aaron Jones training, working, right up beside him. It's time for him to get recruited. We put him in the camps, whole 9 yards. Yeah, I remember him going to the camp. Ran like a 4.55 hand time back then with electronic. That means that's a high 4.6 something, but he was a running back. He had 1,200 yards, maybe 20 touchdowns. And I'm like, no problem. We're going to get a scholarship. Zero D1 scholarship. I didn't know what to do because all I had was, see behind me, everybody here were Power 4s. Power 5, excuse me. Power 5. Notre Dame, Georgia Tech. We did have UCL, Iowa State. We had North Carolina State, Alabama, Washington State, Tennessee, West Virginia. We had Northwestern. We had UCLA, USC. All them schools there, that's where all the guys that came from. We had UCL. So back then, we had all the, so I didn't know nothing about D2. I wasn't educated there because all I knew was D1 boys. That's all we do. We are the one that, my group of boys is the one that started the graduate high school early, called early enrollee. So we didn't want to, so we was on point. Because you couldn't even train with me that you had A's and B's. It was tough. And if you didn't have A's and B's, we had Miss Woods, another lady, Miss Wood, to help you with tutor. We had a lady that helped you with the SATs. We were prepared. We had the system. And everyone went through it. And everyone came out successful. But I was back to the mindset of, why are we not on the same page? Why things have to change knowing that you see the success right in front of you? Brandon Brown Duke, we had nothing. So all of a sudden we get a D2 offer come in. Then another D2 offer. So I'm asking around, what is that? I'm keeping it real. I know what a D2 offer. What is a D2 school? So when all of a sudden I get on the phone and we talked to a couple of schools, I think I don't even remember the name of the only school I even remember that was D2 was actually at Mercyhurst University. And I remember Tom Herman, Brandon, they put me on the phone with him. I talked to him. He explained to me the situation, how I work in D2. So he explained to me that it's an academic school. It's a 4-year school. It's very expensive to go there. If it's a private school, it's even more expensive. So he broke that down to me. So now I'm learning the game. So I know the game will come to D2. So I said, no problem. He said, you're going to send me a package. I said, a package? I'm like, what? I said, no, we're looking for the national letter of intent. We're looking for the scholarship, papers. No, we don't do scholarship papers. We'll get scholarship, but you'll get a package. We're going to put a package together. I said, and I still didn't understand. So the package come in. I remember my mom called me. I go over to the house, sit down in the living room, and she said, here it is. They want to pay $9,036. $9,000. I said, for what? I'm like, I didn't understand. So when I looked at it and I broke down the package, they get academic money. So you got to have a 4.0 to get all the money. We didn't have that. You got the football money, which only gets so much because in football, the bulk of the money that they have for football scholarship go to the top players. Brandon was a good player, But linemen, D linemen, like top player, quarterback, top player. They didn't get a running back. But they came down, we looked at it, they broke it down, we had to do financial aid. And here's what gets crazy about financial aid. When you get the financial aid, you got to give all the financial aid up. So now your extra food, your traveling back and forth home, your extra clothing, it's cold, snowing, you need jackets. That school don't have all that. They ain't giving you all that. So you don't have that extra cash. 5 o'clock, it's closed. What you gonna eat now? So you need your own money. So now that financial aid is gone. Pell Grant. You got a package for football. You got your academic. And you 3.0, you'll get a good package, but you're not getting the best package. So now, thank gosh, financial aid come through. Grades improve at the end, got better grades. You get about next thing you know, we got you down to $2,000. I'm like, woo! I'm thinking, sure, we can do that. We can raise that, or I can pay it, he can pay it, mama can pay it, somebody pay it. We good with $2,000. But think about it. Now, this right here was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, they're talking about $2,000. That's just Brandon. That's one person that going to that D2. Everybody else went D1. Now I know how it works. Let's go 10 years. Let's move 10 years forward. Times have changed. It ain't nothing like it used to be now. Nothing, I mean, back then. Oh, man, it's on now. Because now, since the transfer portals here, high school kids is not hot. Right? It ain't hot. They're not hot. They're cold. Only so many gonna jump off that stove. It's almost like taking a pan and you drop the grease in it. You got the grease going, you maybe somehow water popping in and it popping. Only so many pop. The whole pan don't pop up. So many popping. Now, who's that? Oh, that's the one that trained 3 days. That's the one that did the homework. Let me get a secret to that too. That's the one that's 6 feet tall, wide receiver and higher. That's the one that's 6 feet tall, defensive back. That's the 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" O-line, D-line. That's the 6 feet linebacker that's running 4'5", 4'6". That's the quarterback that's sitting tall that got a good gunslinger throwing dimes. Them the ones they're going to get all the popping. That's the popping right there. Them the one that's hot. So guess what happened? When they're hot, they take up the 7 scholarship that the coaches are giving out. Now, I'm not talking about just Power 4. They ain't the only one giving out 6, 7 scholarship. Power 4, FBS, FCS are giving out 7, maybe 14. So times even getting tougher. So now, them guys sign in December. So if you sign in December, you're Power 4. Or you got a full scholarship. You sign in December, you probably got a full scholarship. When you sign in February, your parent need a job, second job, a lot of times. I just did my homework. Chris Hayes from Orlando Sentinel posted all the players in Central Florida that signed. All the players in Florida that signed in February. And I was looking at that, I'm like, man, that's pretty unique. So I called Chris and said, hey man, what's the difference in signing? He said, well, all the scholarships are gone for high school. I'm like, wait a minute. You telling me in December, all the high school scholarships are gone in December? That's not good. That's not good. I said, what you mean by it? He said, no, really low is all the Power 4 scholarship are going in December. Because each team only got so many. Each team only got maybe 7 of them they want to give out in the Power 4. That means everybody else who did not sign, they need to start praying. They need to start praying that they're even going to find a home at all. Because everybody now is looking to go anywhere just to go to school. So here it is. I look at the list right here, and I'm looking at the list right there of the signees, and the schools that the kids are signing to, out of all the schools, out of all these players I'm looking at, 6 is going to FBS or FCS. The rest of them are going to NIA, prep school, JUCO, D1, D2, D3. And listen to the schools. And I'm doing my homework now. Listen to the school. Then listen to the money that possibly each parent ought to pay monthly. Stetson, $1,500 to $2,000 a month. South Dakota State, $600 a month. St. Thomas, $800 to $1,000 a month. Wayne State, $800 a month. Weber, $1,000. Anna Marie, $1,200. West Virginia State, $1,000. Ava Marie, maybe $1,000. Kaiser, probably $1,000. West Florida, maybe $700, $800. Livingston, $700, $800. Pittsburgh, not Pitt. Pittsburgh, $4,000. What's that divided by 10? $400 a month. Saint Scholastica, no. Drake, good luck, $2,000. Mars Hill, $700. Mercenhurst, just won a D1. They still put packs together. Might get away with $2,000 for the year. Wingate, get ready to pay. Daytona Elite Academy, never heard of it. Daytona Elite Academy again, never heard of it. Bethune, FAM, you get a scholarship, somebody gonna pay some money. Good luck. Tuskegee, you're gonna pay some money. Or you're gonna give up all your financial aid. You need some money. Either one gonna get a second job or third job. All I'm saying is, what did it? What did it for these kids have to go to schools like this right here? It's great. It's awesome. They get a chance to go to college. I mean, hey, it costs you, what, $20,000 a semester to go to some school? $50,000, $52,000 to probably go to Stetson? I mean, hey, $20,000 a semester, that's a lot of money. When they're only going to give you $5,442 for financial aid, most likely. School give you $12,000. Sitting at $16,442. School cost $20,000. You need $44,000 more dollars. You got to pay $300 deposit, $500 refundable, $100 application fee. You got to buy your cleats. Most likely, you never know. Where you going to eat at? They ain't the cafeteria. You decline the cafeteria because you want to pay that $1,932. The $800 package, that $1,000 package. You decline that. Where the money going to come from? Second job. Everybody look at me like, I'm just giving it to you like, the reason I'm saying is, I got to give it to you because times have changed, parent. And this is word. This is from Listen to Low right now. And I'm going in because I'm having maybe just a backflash or something. I just don't know, but I'm about to lose my mind because here it is. We got parents that don't even come meet the coaches on their program that the kids are part of. How you have a program for your kid? Okay, let me rephrase that. A kid in your program, you coaching the kid, you training the kid, you working the kid, you promoting him, you're marketing him, you're talking to him, but you never met the mom and daddy, or never met the parents, the grandparents. You never met them. Not one time. Your kid gonna travel, go out of the state. Never met the parent. Not one time. The kid need a ride to go play in a tournament, go play in a game, go to a camp. Never met the parent. But when it's time to go to school, here come the parent, y'all ain't help my son. Can you help my son? You did help my son. Can you help my son? It's almost like when you have a parent meeting for the football team, right? And when you got 70 on the football team, but 30 parents in the cafeteria where y'all have the meeting. But time to get a scholarship or go to college, here you come. No. You didn't come at the beginning, don't come at the end. Got to do better. Times have changed in football. It's all sports, but football is supposed to be the answer. How do I get out of the hood? How do I get out of the ghetto? How do I get out of the projects? How do I get out of the low income area? How do I just save my parents some money? How do I make my parents some money? How? Football? That just changed. That just changed as you change. If you don't change with the time, parents, for your athlete, and your athlete don't change with the time, you're going to have a hard time dealing with your kid after high school. They love the sport. They love football. They want to play. But we can't put it on coaches and trainers and other people to let all pay for it. We can't pay for your kid to be part of all this great. We can help. We can support. We do our part. I do it all the time. But that ain't my job. My job is to coach. If you come train with me, it's your job to pay me to train. I volunteer to coach. I train, and you pay me to train. So you got to meet me halfway. Either you just come help me, support him while he's part of the team, or you pay for him to train. He want to do it. His expectation to go to the next level. What are we going to do to help him get to the next level? There's something that we shouldn't even be doing. Some places we're going with our kids that make no sense. Go to the right place. Be in the right company. Be in the right group. A mindset. It's a mindset. And everybody got to have a strong mindset of greatness. You have to, or the thing's going to change. I remember my mom told me, listen, Slow, you're playing football, you run track, you're doing good. I was ranked one of the top, after I was number one ranked in the hurdles my junior year. I was top 3 in the state in my senior year. Played football. I was getting recruited by Miami, West Virginia, even West Point, because I was in the ROTC. Hold on to that right there. ROTC. West Point recruited me. I'm going to say that one more time. ROTC. And she said, well, if you don't go to college and play football, what are you going to do? Most guys that didn't play football went to the military. And the ones that didn't go to play football or go to the military, they got stuck in the street. They were drug dealers. They were hustling. Experience is there. We now have a chance to prevent the third thing. We can make sure they're doing the 8 things I said before. Or military is the next option. That's where most people go when you're done. Or we're going to deal with them one way or another in the street life. Because normally that's where it goes. There's a better percentage now that our boys end up in the street doing everything wrong than it is for them to go to the military or to college to play football. Or just go to college, period. If they can't go to college to play football because of finances, or they ain't do the 8 things, and they definitely ain't just going to school to go to school. Military is another answer. It's almost to the point I told one of my guys, when I go do my camps and try to fly around the country, I'm going to make sure I call Marine, Air Force, Army, and Navy and tell them to post up a tent with bottled waters and snacks to give out to them during the halftime. Or the break of the camp, or the end of the camp. Talk beginning of the camp. Let them know that's another way, because that's what it's going to. Y'all better start thinking. Think about it. No one really want to go to the military anymore. I tell somebody, I think it's a conspiracy theory that all of a sudden there's a portal. Then there's less kids from high school going to Power 4 college. The other majority going to college, they got to pay, which they probably going to be home in less than a year because they can't afford it anymore. Then they got nothing to do when they get home. They can't pay for regular college. Can't even pay for trade school nowadays. The street is tough. They don't tattoo their whole body. Where you going now? Oh, they're still looking for a few good men. The military. God, it's a theory. It's just a conspiracy theory I'm just throwing out there on the Listen to Low show. Maybe they looked at it and said, wait a minute. If I go to college, I do the 8 things, I go to Power 4, I go FBS and FCS, I'm good. But when I don't do the 8 things, I'm not 6 feet tall. I'm not the biggest, strong, and fastest. I don't work out as hard. I don't go train. I don't work out as I'm supposed to. I don't get my grade. My mom don't support me like she's supposed to. She don't meet the coaches. She don't bring them to training. She don't go to seminars. She don't go to recruiting seminars. She don't get online and listening. She don't go to coaching clinic. She put them with the worst youth coaches in the ever. She takes them to the worst high school program. She don't care. Then what? Then what? Military? Well, let me compare that. Let me compare all the bad stuff to military. Let me see. You go to college. You go to military. They pay for your bed, your room. They pay for your bed in your room. You go to practice. You go to school. You go to practice. You go to train. You go to school. They pay for all that. Free meals, free meals. Free uniform and gear, free uniform and gear. Free helmets, free helmets. Free equipment, free equipment. Classroom with technology and computer, classroom with technology and computers. A platoon, a team. A drill sergeant, a assistant coach. A sergeant, a head coach. Whoa. Go to work, play in a football game. Win, NIL. Finish work, paycheck. Same thing. Same exact thing. Graduate with a college degree, pay for your college, graduate, college degree. Got a career, buy you a house. Got a career, help you get a house, VA loan. Insurance, life insurance. You part of something, the United States of America, you part of the University of Notre Dame. Same concept. Same concept. And here's the big one. Some are going to go to the NFL internationally, like Canadian football, European football. Well, hey, some of you are going to do a tour too. To Japan and China. It's the same thing. And hey, at this nowadays age, you can go to playing college football for 8, 9, 10 years. You come from the military after 8, 9, 10 years and still go play football. They do it all the time. They got West Point. They got Air Force. They got the Navy. They got it right there. So the same thing. Is that really what you want to do? You worry about him getting hurt, hitting somebody, breaking his neck. You worry about him going and getting killed over here. Same thing. But how do we prevent it? How do we prevent that? The 8 things. 3 days. Homework. Character. Support. The right places. The right people. Give yourself a chance. Times have changed. Time is hard. Recruiting. Go where it's a value. What's the value? I'm going to give you some values right now. 7 on 7. What value is 7 on 7? If they don't have practice through the week and they just go to games, no value. If they practice 1 day a week and go to games, 50% value. They go to practice twice a week and go to games, 100% value. Who's the coach? Is he a high school coach? Or a coach that's want to coach? Or he a trainer? Oh, wait a minute. If you're a trainer, you get double. Best of both worlds. Train him and coach him. Who is the trainer? Did the trainer graduate college? Did the trainer go to the NFL? Is he a professional? Does he have a career? Or didn't finish college, didn't go to college, never played the sport, Don't train. I'm just going to go coach. Who is he? What's the value to that? Uniform, gear. And you know how much it costs to buy shorts and a shirt to go play in a 707 tournament? $14. $14. The tournaments are 500 to 700 divided by the minute players on your team. Go to a tournament. Anybody can do that. But they're not training and practicing twice a week and then going to tournament and applying it. Not getting a value. Track and field. Why run track? Put you in top shape, condition, and majority of track coaches at a high school ran track, no track, and good track coach. You're going to be conditioned. You're going to run. It teach you an individual as an individual athlete. Because track is one-on-one. No one can help you run the 100, 200, 400, 800, 1500, 3,000, 110 hurdles, 400 hurdles, long jump, triple jump, high jump, shot put, discus. No one can help you. The first race is stretched or strapped from a high school. It's a 4x1 and a 4x4. When all said and done, get the individual points is going to be the key. Camps, football camps. What's the value? What's the value going to a football camp? Which one you should go to? Ask yourself, when you went to the camp, when you first got there, was it structured? Was it organized? Was it a national brand, a name brand apparel company behind it? Battle, Shock Doctor, Adidas, Under Armour, Nike, even Phenom, I take it. Who's supporting it? Who putting their name behind the camp is key. Did you get a bio, a profile picture? Did they set up the stage and a platform for you to do an interview to teach you how to talk and tell people who you are? Did they interview you to find out your background, what's going on with you, what you're recruiting for exposure? What's the value of the camp? Did you sit down and someone got there and motivate you, push you, talk to you, break down information for you, give you positive feedback? Did someone talk about NIL? Did they talk about name, image, likeness? What's the value of the camp? Did they come and talk about recruiting? Tell me how the process works, what you should do, what process you do, what direction you should go, what angle you should take, how to set up your profile, how to set up your Twitter, how to network. Was that the camp? Did the camp have qualified coaches who played the game, who know the game, that coach high school right now, coach college, play NFL, got a top training company? Who's running the camp itself? Who's coaching you? A trainer charges $50 an hour for one-on-one. A group training runs about $25 an hour. Take that there and divide it by 4, because most camp is 4 hours. So if a camp is $199 and you got $50 an hour, and you got $50, you gotta get your money worth just from the training and the coaching. But you gotta ask yourself, are there DBs at the training that compete against the one-on-one? Is the O-line and D-line there to compete? Is the running back there to compete against linebackers? Or are you just doing drills? You can drill all day, but if you can't match up and compete against someone at the training, are you truly getting the value? If not, you got to go to camps, because camps have every position to compete. What's the value of the camp? When you leave the camp, did you learn something about defensive scheme, offensive scheme? Where to sit in the hole and wide receiver, where to be at a certain place, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. That's a camp value. That's the value of a camp. Did you compete? And last but not least, was the cameras there? Not one. Not your mama who got a media pass. How many cameras at the camp? How many videos? How many people video you? They put it out there. And the last but not least, writers. Every college have writers at their camp. Every college. They have Rivals, On3, UC Report, even Pred Red Zone. They have writers. These writers, that company, get paid for the database. They write for Notre Dame. They write for Oklahoma. They write for Georgia. They write for Ohio State. They write for them. And they come out there to see the guys that are being recruited or the guy they can find that is doing well. So they can write a story about them. When they write it, they post on Twitter. They take all that information, send it to their college, send it to their school. They're paying them for that service. And that service ain't cheap. They're paying thousands for that service. It allowed the college coaches to focus on the portal while they go find everybody else for them. That means the college coach got a chance to kind of really focus more on what they want to focus on. And the top 7 guys that they need to come in from high school, all the guys in the portal. But if I go out here into a camp and then I got record, I dominated, a guy got 20 offers, then I should get 20 offers. That's the mindset when you go to the camp. He got 20, I'm going to dominate him, but I can get 20. Now, that writer seen me. We were just at the camp in Phoenix, Arizona. He writes for Arizona State. He recognized this kid, dominated, tall receiver, did great. Talked about it, wrote him up, boom, there you go. Now, that college, instead of going through 1,000 emails, a huddle, and highlights, now all he got to do is just punch it in. He just moved up from the bottom to the top. Think about it. You go to camp, you dominate one of the top guys, they recognize with the writers, he's sending information back to Arizona State. Now Arizona State, go to type your name in. But if that writer's not there and you don't dominate, you're not going to get recognized. And that school not going to know that you even was there unless the camp you at take the database of 250 kids and send it to the college. Now they still got to go through 250 names. You get a better shot, but the best shot is what? Dominate that person, get on film when a writer's there. Make sure there's a value to the camp that you go to. How much is it worth to you? A camp that got t-shirts on and throwing a paper plate, a paper tag on the back, that's no value. No, nobody sponsoring, that's no value. No writers there outside their own writers. I mean, you can have a camp. If you don't know one, that camp is writing. If I got Southern Speed Camp and that's who's writing, no. I want to go to Southern Speed Camp and Rivals is writing. 247 is writing. On3 is writing. UC Report is writing. Make sure you go to camp that have value. You got to ask yourself when you leave, did I get my money worth? Because camps rank anywhere from $100 to $200. 4 hours divided by 4, $50 an hour. Did I get my money worth? Or did I get more? I want more. Because I got a trainer that I'm training, charging $50 an hour, and I go to this camp for $50 an hour. That's great. But I go to my trainer. What else going to help me get my money worth? It's everything I just told you. So I just gave it to you guys in 3 different ways. Take heed of it, parents. Every time something come up, all them recruiting services that come up, you ain't got to pay for the $5,000 and $6,000 packages. You do not. But they have a package there that allow you just to sign up, put a bio, put a profile picture, put all your huddles, lock it in, and you pay for a package that give all the colleges' email, phone number, cell phone, Twitter, all the coaches. You put them in the favorites, you put your huddle you want to send, boom, it's gone. Just like that. Or you can be the lazy one that, hey, go to Twitter and find the coaches. Well, guess what? If you go to Twitter and follow a coach, if he don't follow you back, you can't DM him. Can't DM. If you want to send 50 coaches your highlight, how you going to do that if you don't know all their email? You got to go to every last one of them coaches, college sites. Hit coaches, find the coaches, copy, paste, put them on the list. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Kids don't have the patience, and parents definitely don't have the patience because they don't even show up to the games. They don't even show up to the practice. They don't even show up to the training. They're not going to the school, talk to the guy, the counselor. They're not saying nothing. They just show up when it's all said and done. It's too late. What are you doing? What are you doing to make sure that your son keep you from paying for college? What are you doing? And nowadays, we better start recognizing it early. Let's be smart. If my son is 5'8", and he running 11.2, I already know that I gotta start. And I know he's not getting no taller. He's 16 years old. He's a sophomore. Gonna be a junior. We're gonna start pursuing the right camps, running some track, the right situation. We're gonna start going to the camps where the right school's gonna be at. We're gonna start emailing and texting the right schools. We're gonna be in the right trainers, the right people that help them do the best we can, and then we're gonna start saving our money. So when it's time to buy them $200 shoes, Premier Outlet Mall, 2 for the 80, 120, put up for the college fund. It's time to start preparing and getting college fund, prepaid college now. Bright futures. Wait a minute. You can't get bright futures. You got a bright grades. A bright student can get bright future. So if he got anything under 3.0, don't even think about it. So do your part. Make sure you got that 3.0 and higher. When it's time to get that iPhone he have, don't get the new one. Keep the old one. That $34 you're paying every month, make sure that's 20. Take 20 a month. Put in the college fund. All that, spending all that money, flying all over the place with 707. I'm keeping it real. Put that in the college fund. Unless you're with a program, they keep it simple. They got good sponsors. And I look at it right now. I sponsor Excel Speed 7017. Told the kids, hey, pay $150 for airfare. We sponsor your Airbnb. Get some van. That's fine. You do that. Why? That give him experience. But if he got to pay for airfare, car rental, hotel, car, food, uniform, gear, all that stuff there, do your homework. Do your homework. NFL is a dream. A college degree is reality. Power 4 is a dream. FBS, FCS is reality. It's time to shoot for the stars, but make sure you're okay landing where you land. But if you're not doing the 8 things that I gave you earlier, and they're not working out 3 times a day, they're not doing track, speed and agility training, position training, homework, character, parent support, shake a hand, look him in the eye. Military might be the next option because the college ain't playing. I'm talking to D2 schools, and they tell me I'm only taking 4 high school players. D2? I got one kid tell me, Coach, I want to go so bad, but my mom just can't pay $1,012 a month to go to Southeastern, go to Weber, Warner, Kaiser, St. Thomas University. Everybody ain't got it. You know the average rent in an apartment for a 2-bedroom that's in a more mid-level is $1,800. Even now in the lower community, they want $13, $14. And you want me to give you $800 to go to college? Be smart with the money. Make sure the expectation is the same as yours, if that's what you want for him. Limit certain things and put up. Know what's important. A parent told me the other day, he can go here, but he can't go there because my air conditioner just broke down in my house. I understand. That's different. But if his grades ain't right, he not busting the butt training. Why are you investing? Only invest in the ones that doing what it takes. There's no rewards on the bench. I'm glad I had to get it put in your life today. I'm glad y'all listen to Low. Like I said, Sweet Fire Production, bring it to you every single week, episode after episode after episode. Like it, share it, subscribe it. Take the cuts, take the short video, repost it, reshare it, send it to a friend. Let them know what I'm saying. It's real. I'm on the phone with West Virginia last week. I'm on the phone with Florida State, FIU, UMass, Ball State. I'm on the phone with the coaches. I'm talking to them. I'm on the phone with Coach Tony from Ferris State. I'm talking to Coach Ryan from Davenport. I'm talking to Coach Hodge from Iowa, Broomfield from Iowa State. Drico Johnson now, UCF. I'm on the phone. Here's what they're telling us. The kids better get their mind right. You better be in the right circle. Who's going to push you, promote you, and market you? Be with the right people. All that being loyal because you've been with a long time, them days are over. Go where you're going to get promoted and marketed and supported and get exposed and get the right information. Go. Leave now. It don't matter. I don't care if you go because you know I got to go be with this person. This person got connection here. If they got connection, that's where you should be at. They got connection, you go. If this person you're with don't have connection, love you. I hope you love me. Goodbye. Because they mad because you love, because you went where there's connection at, they ain't love you from the start. You listen to Low and Listen Low show right here on YouTube. Follow us, like us, Camp King 12, count with a K. This your boy, Coach Low, and we'll see you next week.